Hey, what is up, guys? Tyler here with Secureteam. If any of you have been following this story regarding the Sunspot Observatory shutting down, I've done a ton of videos about it. The last video I posted I figured would be the last, after they had put out this story that they had closed the entire observatory and the surrounding area, completely evacuated it, because they were, quote, looking for a suspect that posed some sort of risk to the observatory, the surrounding homes and area. I mean, they totally evacuated this place, and I didn't buy that story then. I don't buy it now, and it seems that under the pressure, maybe it was because of the pressure, maybe not, but they have updated this story and clarified and given us a few more details as to why exactly they shut down this observatory. And I have to say that this whole narrative, it just gets more unbelievable as the days go by. So the word on the street here, according to the FBI, has now revealed in a statement that their agents descended upon this observatory not because of UFOs or something strange happening in space, but that, and I'm going to try to word this so as that this video doesn't get taken down, but that basically officials have said that material involving children, and I'm sure many of you know what I mean, not good stuff, had been found on one of the observatory's computers that had been downloaded using its Wi-Fi connection. They went on to say that the source of the child material was traced to an IP address used at the observatory, and a source within the building observed a computer with, quote, not good images on it. And going even further as to say that the suspect has yet to be charged. Okay, so, as sinister as this sort of thing is, and you guys, again, know what I'm talking about, this material online regarding children, and those people who download it or have anything to do with it, we know it's a real thing. But the idea that this observatory and the entire surrounding area and town had to be evacuated due to some images that were traced back to a computer in the observatory, the fact that there were military Black Hawk helicopters swirling around the area, as well, again, as the evacuation of all observatory employees, evacuation of everyone, the fact that they left local law enforcement totally in the dark, would not tell them why or tell anyone else why. Why would you need Black Hawk helicopters to aid in the search of a computer? And why would you need to shut down the entire area for almost 2 weeks, which, by the way, the observatory has since opened? And, furthermore, local residents are very skeptical about this explanation, and particularly so when the nearby U.S. Post Office was also evacuated at the same time. The fact that the FBI have refused to release any further details. Then we have these other 6 observatories being forced into lockdown at the same time all over the world that this one shut down. And then all of this for them just to say, well, we still haven't charged anyone?
Right.
I mean, does this compute for any of you guys? Does it make any sense whatsoever? Because it sure doesn't to me. And what was this risk that was posed to the surrounding area that they literally had to evacuate everyone, as if there was some sort of poisonous gas cloud stretching out from the observatory to where everyone had to get out? No one was given a reason. Everyone is evacuated. I mean, from the research I've done, I mean, this is not how investigations work into images on a computer. They don't evacuate entire towns over stuff like that. I mean, they just don't. So I say again, the story doesn't make sense, and it seems like every time we get new information from authorities, it gets more and more out there, it gets more suspicious. They're not doing themselves any favors, quelling this suspicion. So, again, guys, tell me what you think. I think something massive happened here. I think we are definitely not getting the whole story, and I'm not buying any of it. So, you guys tell me what you think down below, And, well, let's get into some other news now. So, I want to show you guys some new UFO footage, some strange things that were seen in the sky recently. We have a video here from an astronomer who was taking pictures of the moon, Mars, and Saturn. A beautiful video here of the different planets and moons here. And at one point in the video, well, after she took the video, she increased the contrast a little bit and suddenly noticed what appeared to her to be these laser beam-like lines shooting back and forth or coming off of planet Saturn. And so here's a clip from her video. Okay, so I will put the original link. You can watch the whole video. I'll put it down below, but this one's pretty self-explanatory. Either there is something going on with Saturn, and whether this turns out to be some sort of energy waves or beams coming off of Saturn or not, I've spoken many times about specifically planet Saturn on this channel. There's a lot of mystery around it. I mean, the planet has been a powerful symbol going back thousands of years, many different cultures, many different religions. And aside from the mythology of Saturn, we know from various images, both captured via telescopes here on the ground, as well as imagery taken from satellites, the Voyager probes, that it would appear that unidentified objects have at times, or maybe it's a constant, but these things are proliferating or have been seen proliferating around Saturn, with photographs that you're seeing here depicting what appear in most cases to be these massive, miles in length, cigar-shaped objects, seen sort of hovering near Saturn's rings, possibly interacting with the rings, possibly building the rings. There's a great book out there called The Ring Makers of Saturn. You can't even find it anymore. I mean, the few original copies you can find online are worth $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. And in that book, the author goes into detail and analysis of the Voyager probe images, which show these massive cigar-shaped objects, and some of the images which seem to show these objects actually creating the rings around Saturn. So it's an amazing book. You can actually find the PDF version online. I'll see if I can find the link and put it down below. But tell me what you think about this footage. Saturn is a very, very mysterious planet. No doubt there's activity happening around it. And, well, you guys tell me what you think of this. Now, in other news, we have some strange lights seen above the Netherlands. Posted yesterday. This was captured above Friesland in the Netherlands. The YouTube channel that posted it said that they were driving when they saw these orange clouds in the sky that they could not explain, with these very strange shapes. And if you followed the channel on a regular basis, you'll know that this is very similar to other pieces of video we featured in the past of these strange sort of orange glowing areas of the sky. Not talking about necessarily light pollution from a major city, but areas of the sky that were illuminated where there was no major city. And according to the viewer here, this light was not above a city, and that still kind of didn't explain the strange shape to it. So really cool. Anyone from the Netherlands see something similar or get it on video, definitely send it in. Now, lastly today, we have a new video from the International Space Station, which features a live feed of the space station of planet Earth, and where many a strange thing have been found there. And the Truth Seeker YouTube channel tweeted this to me after he was monitoring the feed when he noticed some sort of unknown object hovering in the distance. We see the Earth's horizon line here, just as the space station goes behind the Earth into darkness, but we can definitely see some sort of object hanging out right above the Earth or in the distance. It seems to be behind the Earth because as the space station goes back behind the Earth, the object passes back down behind the horizon line. So this object, whatever it is, it's either right above the Earth or on the other side of it. Definitely doesn't seem to be the moon to me. I've been watching these feeds for years. The moon is much bigger in these feeds. This object, whatever it is, seems much smaller. You can barely see it, but it's there. What do you guys think? Could this be a planet? Again, I certainly don't think it's the moon. These cameras, due to their exposure setting, they don't pick up stars. They don't pick up other planets. The only thing they do rarely pick up is the moon. And this object seems way too small for that. So really good find by TrueSeer. I'll put the link to this down below. And with that, that is all I have for you guys today. So a lot of stuff jam-packed in this video. Give me your thoughts on all of it. What do you think about Sunspot and this new story being put out? As always, thank you guys. I hope you guys have a really great day, and I'll see you all back in just a bit.